Hello and welcome to a very special program of the English Club of Sanskrit Collegiate School. Well, we are all enjoying the sporting event like Eurocup and Copa America. A few days from now, we will witness the greatest show on earth, the Olympic Games. And the people who give us all the news of sports and games from all over the world are the sports journalists.
Yes, to recognize their dedicated service, 2nd July is celebrated as the World Sports Journalist Day.
How challenging and interesting is the work of a sports journalist? To know about this, we have with us a very senior sports journalist, photographer, and sports commentator, Mr. Zafar Ali Khan.
Hello.
Welcome, sir, to the program of English Club of Sanskrit Collegiate School. We are glad to have you here.
Sure, it's my pleasure.
Thank you.
Please.
So, my question is, when did sports journalism as a separate branch of journalism come into picture?
Yeah.
So
it all started during 1924, during that Olympic Games, where it was formed in a boxing ring, where you can say Sports Press Association, International Sports Press Association, AIPS, they formed it, and later on in 1990, in 1924, it was from 1994. It was from that day onwards, it is being celebrated as a sport journalist day. So this year we have also celebrated the day with all that around, and you know the four big events: Wimbledon, Copa America already finished, Euro and Wimbledon, and this Euro Cup, along with Olympics is coming. So it's a great day for sport journalists all over the world.
Definitely. So, sir, when did you start your career as a sports journalist?
Yeah, it was way back during the late 1980s, around 81, 82. I did start my career in journalism. It's all about your passion for the sports. Then I found myself standing in front of some players where I used to idolize them. Now again, I was in front of them, chatting with them, asking about their future plans, asking about their games. So it all started during 1982, 83, like that.
Okay. So was it a very common profession at that time? I mean, was it a very unique one?
Actually, we are into a business. So I didn't have so much of. I didn't devote so much time in my business, so I was free. After passing my graduation from this Switzerland College, I started journalism, sport journalism. I liked it.
Achha.
So apart from being a sport journalist, you are also a sports photographer, which according to you is more challenging and interesting.
You know very well that a single photograph speaks 1,000 words. So any journalist who writes a column, he should write it. If you take the example of yesterday's match, every journalist will like to have a photograph where Neymar and that Messi are holding each other. So that photograph speaks 1,000 words, not the write-up on Messi and that Neymar. Before that, it was separated. Messi is standing on one way and Neymar on the other side of that photograph. And in between, there was a column who scored how many goals. Messi this goal, Neymar this goal. Messi position this, Neymar this. Messi didn't get a trophy for his country. Neymar did get this one. So that was the comparison yesterday. But today, they are holding each other. So that is a great photograph. So his photograph speaks 1,000 words. So I think photography is the greatest challenge for any journalist, because you can supplement your writing on the basis of that photograph. the way they are making their coach on their shoulders, consoling Neymar, and Messi is crying because this is his first trophy after 28 years. And you can see that Sachin Tendulkar waited for 28 years to get a World Cup in his backyard in Mumbai. You know, so
Yes.
Messi also waited, I think, around about 28 years to get a trophy.
It's amazing, sir.
You got it?
So, yes, sir. It's amazing. So you have been to the Olympic Games, so which is considered to be the greatest show on earth. So, will you narrate some of your experiences?
Yeah, I had been, 2012 was my first Olympic Games, London Olympics. And I am fortunate to have one of my, that program executive officer at All India Radio, Mr. Gautam Karar, who did recruit me to give my message from London Olympics to Calcutta studios. And it is my great honor to give breaking news to the studios at All India Radio when Gagan Narang won a medal at the Olympic Games. Our program is from 5 to 5:25, and at that time Gagan Narang was holding the medal in his hand. So that precious moment, I did it transmitted from London to my studios at All India Radio. Though I was working for an Urdu daily, but that was the breaking news. I still cherish that moment where I gave the news to all listeners that Gagan Narang won a medal at the Olympic Games. And before that, I did give a news when Sushil Kumar, that wrestler, he moved into the upper, maybe I think he moved into the final. That also I gave the news to the studio. So that time Niladri was also there. But on that very day, another lady, Kampa Bhattapal, was there, and she received my voice from the London Olympics, where I did break the news that Gagan Narang is the person who got this medal for India. Thereafter, in the very same Olympics, there was a press conference of Usain Bolt. So I did put a question to Usain Bolt. So that was a conference for almost 23 minutes, not more than that, because you know there is a time frame for all the press conferences, and they have a manager deputed there, and you can raise your hand that I want to speak to, I want to put a question to Usain Bolt. So that lady, the media manager we call it, she gave me permission to put a question to Usain Bolt, and I got that question to Usain Bolt, where I just asked him whether he is going to Rio de Janeiro to defend his title or not. Again in Rio, I was there, Rio Olympics. There also I put questions to Usain Bolt. He is the greatest athlete. And I did meet Mike Powell here in Calcutta. He came here for the Kolkata Marathon. Mike Powell, you must be knowing.
Sir, we know you also gone to the FIFA World Cup. So how was the experience like?
The FIFA World Cup, I would say I was lucky enough to get a final ticket. You know, not every journalist get the final ticket. You can sit in the press room in that media enclave, but not inside the stadium, because the seats are limited. In every Olympic or in any major game, they give you an accreditation card. The card means you can enter into the press conference room and that press enclosure, not in the stadium, but some press box you can go. Or you can get that Xerox copies of the profile of the players and other details where you can get it. Up to that extent you can go, but you cannot enter into the stadium unless you got a ticket. Argentina and Germany are playing the final. So they will get the priority. They are journalists from their country because they have come to cover the matches, not India. They will say, why you have come here? You have no business to come to the stadium because your country is not playing the World Cup. Let me give first priority to Argentina, then Germany, German journalists. Then the teams, 32 teams are playing. Croatian team is there. The team who has moved it, who has played the semi-final, they will get the priority. Then there are journalists from that FIFA who are giving report to each and every newspaper. You got it, FIFA.com. So their journalists will get the priority. And I was lucky enough, I think 8 to 10 journalists from India, they had gone to cover this FIFA World Cup. Not everybody gets the final ticket. I got the card for the final match. And I got that proof with me. I got that match ticket. That is called match ticket.
So did you face any kind of language problems in countries like Brazil or South Korea?
Both, at both places. I did have a language problem, but South Korea, they are very cordial. They are very neat and clean. I just narrated an incident. If you are having some coffee in your hand, a cup of coffee, and I asked a volunteer at the during Incheon where I can throw this paper cup in the dustbin. So she snatched coffee cup from me. She thought I would have thrown it on the road. I would throw it on the road. So she took it from me so that their roads should be clean. If you drop a pin on the road, you can pick it up. I also want to narrate an incident. I went to Seoul from Incheon. Incheon is another small city, and Seoul, you know, South Korea, big city, Seoul.
Okay.
So I was standing in front of a shop, and it was raining, drizzling. So I took out some snacks from my bag, and there were pigeons all around. So I gave them to eat, and suddenly I asked that person, the shopkeeper, where can I get the clue, the sign language? I was just mentioning him that I wanted to get into the subway, where it is. So he told me, wait. He went inside the shop and brought an umbrella. It's all in sign language. He wanted to give umbrella to me. In India, if you stand in front of any shop, they will push you. Hey, mera business kharab ho jayega. Move away from me. And it was drizzling, slight drizzling. Then I told him, no, sorry. I can't take your umbrella. Just sign language, sorry. Then he got angry on me. He went inside the room again, inside the shop again, and brought another umbrella and showed me, see, I got 2 umbrellas. Don't worry, take one. Take one, go. And I thought that if I go without any umbrella, he will feel very bad.
In a mega event like the Olympics, there is a media center. What exactly is a media center?
There are 2 types of media center. One is called IBC and another is called MPC, Main Press Center. This is for the print media and IBC is International Broadcasting Center. So you got the card. In every card there is they have mentioned the entry gate number, this and that. So MPC people, they can't enter into a IBC area, and IBC people cannot enter into MPC area. But they come where each and every journalist comes, and they are provided with that laptop, computer, every detail. You can get it on your table.
Right. So, sir, you are also a sports commentator. So, does your experience as a sports journalist help you in being a sports commentator?
Yeah. Sports commentary is something different. Like you can say that Maradona may be a great player, but he cannot be a great coach. Like that. So these two things are very different. Harsha Bhogle is a sports commentator, a very good commentator. But Kapil Dev, he cannot be compared with Harsha Bhogle, or Harsha Bhogle vice versa cannot be compared with Kapil Dev.
Yeah.
So these two things are very different. In sports commentary, you have no option to repent. If you have said something wrong,
Yeah.
during commentary, if it's a live commentary, you cannot take it back. And in sport journalism, you have watched the match, you have ample time to clarify your reports because your cut-off time may be 11 o'clock in the night. So you have ample time to make amends. Okay,
Right.
you can amend your copy.
Do you think that sports journalism take more efforts as compared to commentating? Because like in a live telecast, you just commentary for for a certain amount of time, so for a limited amount of time. But in case of when writing a journal or a match report, you have to work sometimes for up until midnight or so, maybe the next day morning sometimes. So would you say that it takes more efforts from your point of view?
In journalism,
Yes.
sport journalism, you are talking about that. I will have to put more effort in sport journalism than commentating.
Yes, sir.
Like that.
Yes, sir. That's what it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Today with so many websites coming, okay, for sport journalism you can see any number of websites. The report you can go through their reports, online reports. So it's very easy. Sport journalism is very easy now. Even though some people are making copying and pasting.
Many young students dream to become successful sports journalists. Now, what will be your advice for them?
Yeah, my advice, I've told you everything. It's very easy to become a sport journalist. But nowadays, this mushrooming of so many that mass communication institutes, so many journalists are coming out of by passing out from that institution.
Yeah.
It's very difficult, and it's not. I won't. I would say that they should go. If they want to go into the broadcasting industry, they should go as a technical hands, like editing programs, this and that.
Okay, sir. Thank you for joining us. It was a pleasure.
Thank you for joining us.
It was a pleasure
Nice talking
chatting with you.
Nice talking to you.